The next section we're going to cover is job cards. There's only one item, the job card menu, and in this particular area we are going to look at the job card list, what comprises the job card, the tasks, the labor, the store items, as well as the multimedia. And we're going to talk about how the job card comes about and the different ways you can be able to create that. Before we get into the job card, we need to be able to do some groundwork, at least some functionalities that will be able to allow us to see job cards in action. So there's this scheme door that we created in previous videos, and the invoice. So we also demonstrated a refund using this particular invoice in the payment section, and I'd like to make that payment back because this account will be instrumental towards demonstrating certain capabilities of the job card. So let me go to that service account. I believe this one this is an effect of the reversal that we actually did. The account has not been provisioned, so it's been brought to this manual state so that you can mark it as suspended. It's assuming that this account can actually be used. So I'm just going to take advantage of this administrative button that we actually covered in the service account section, and we say that sometimes we'd actually use it when things have actually spun out of proportion in terms of automation and fiddling with the process and all that. So I'm just going to use this one and execute first time billing on this particular account, or attempt to execute first time billing. One of the prerequisites for that is that I should not have a next billing. So let me just see whether I can suspend this account and then attempt that again. Now I have the activation, the one for provisioning, which is what I actually need. That's actually the state I needed it to be in. This one is good for us to actually to work with, because I wanted us to go through the process of attaching a router using a job card and showing you how that can actually be done. I showed you how you can attach a router directly from hardware, but I did not show you how you can be able to attach a router that is actually in the inventory. So the system moves it from the inventory to creates a hardware record for you, and then that router then becomes available for you to actually attach it to the service account. Take note of this Afric 5053. It's our demo account here, and I am going to go into job cards. You can find it under task management, and I'm going to go into the list section. We're going to look at a job card that is already created, and then we're going to create one from scratch. You can see that there is a JB31 that is created under that particular account, and it's attached to the service account, and it's saying it's pending assignment. So before we open that, let's talk about this page a little bit. At the very top, we do have the job card list label, and we have a new job card button over here, as well as statuses below the job card list, and each of them gives you some bit of insight on a particular status. How many items are in pending, on hold, ongoing, complete, or closed, as well as having access to our filters that are global to the entire system. So let me just open this particular job card so you can be able to look at it. You might be asking how this job card came to be, and the answer is it was created automatically once that particular service account was created, because then again a service account is going to be installed. The service is going to be installed at the customer's premise, and that is a job, and that physical job is going to require equipment. It's going to require physical manpower. So that's why we create job cards automatically upon customer onboarding that includes a service account. So if a service account is involved, be rest assured an installation job card is going to be created automatically. If it's not, you can create it yourself, although we have not encountered a situation that has been the case. But you still have your own job cards that you can create, site visits or any other things that you're doing in the field, and you require equipment. There is no way you get equipment from the store without a job card. That is how we've structured the system. So I'm just going to mark this one as ongoing and proceed to see what is inside. I click on the task. Job cards can have multiple tasks, so this just happens to be one, and for most installations probably one is just going to be enough, but you can have as many as you want. You just punch in a new task here and you add it. This one is for installation, and inside every task you're going to find labor allocation, where you can allocate a particular technician. You're going to find hardware devices that you can be able to add to this job card. You're going to find consumables. These are two of these items are from the inventory. Consumables is only going to filter out items in the inventory with a consumable category, and this is where your cable ties will go and any other small accessories that are for one-off use or essentially just an enabler to your installation. And hardware/devices is where you'd obviously put the equipment, and in this particular case I'm going to select a router, MikroTik HQ here. It's not a replacement, so I'm not going to put any reason for replacement, and obviously this is how we actually do replacements on job cards as well. So I'm going to add that, and it is successfully added, and it is saying that it is in a status of requisition. I can also add consumables, although at the moment I don't think I have those in my demo inventory. So now what happens here? Let me just walk you through what we are expecting at this particular point. Well, the moment we created this, we are expecting that it was submitted to the store as a requisition request, and that someone from the store is waiting for us to go and collect this equipment so that they can be able to assign it to us. From this point, we are going to talk about how this intersects into the inventory control. Incidentally, the next topic, inventory control, I'm going to just wind up on giving you the lay of the land in terms of what is actually in the job card other than the tasks, and then I will move and continue this into the inventory control. So this job card is going to be the first topic in the inventory control video, so watch out for that one. Beyond the tasks you can create, you do get a breakdown of the items you pulled from the store. You also get a facility for attachment, that is documents and images as well. Comments is also something that I think is provided. Probably this one is off. You get an opportunity for comments, but I do believe the comment, no, actually this one is a summary of all the comments. The comments are actually put inside the tasks. Within the task, that's where you put your comment. So every individual task, if you're the technician, there's something you want to comment about, that is actually where you do it. So you can put comments within the task, and like I said, you can have as many of these tasks as you want, but the way you can be able to see how comprehensive it is, just one task can actually be able to be enough for you. This is a created job card for installation. What if you wanted to create a new one? Let's go to job card and go to add. This is how you'd go about doing it. You'd select obviously the region first for the job card. Is it for an asset record? This is a new module we've been working on for asset management. Is it a hardware record? Is it a service request? Is it a site? Is it a station? Like, you're creating a job card for what? What are you creating it for? Is it for a site? If it's a site, you select the site, the station or the site. I believe those ones are actually off. That's why I'm not able to get a selection on them. So let's just do one for a service account, and I am going to just search any service account, not one in particular. You could also associate these to a ticket. When you looked at tickets, you saw that there are certain tickets that were actually associated to job cards. So, and what is the type of the job card? Is it maintenance, damage, repair, or just general? So we just say this is general. I can assign that to someone right away and create it. Once you create it, then you put that into ongoing, and you can start your first task. So this is my first task, and you add that, and you say second task at hand, and you add that. And like I said, you can have as many of those as you want. Each of them can have its own independent tracking, so on and so forth, until you finish your job. So obviously we do have a very robust permissions and access control and access groups, so you can be able to granulate what your techies are able to actually access. So they'll only be able to just access job cards if that is what you've given them. I'll just move into the inventory next, and then we can be able to pick up where we left this job card, the one that was created by the system. So we want to get started on job card number 31 on the next topic.